Hashtag Video 14. Spain Ceuta, the migrant crisis that's breaking borders. Hashtag script, long form, 1800 words. Hook, first 10 seconds. Thousands of migrants are storming across a border in North Africa right now, and Spain has just declared a national emergency. This is the Ceuta migrant crisis of July 2026, and it could reshape European immigration policy forever. Chapter 1. What is Ceuta? Ceuta is a tiny Spanish enclave located on the northern coast of Africa, right on the border with Morocco. It's one of two Spanish territories on the African continent, the other being Melilla. Together, these enclaves represent the only land borders between the European Union and the African continent. Ceuta has a population of around 85,000 people and covers just 19 square kilometers, about the size of Central Park in New York City. Despite its small size, Ceuta has been at the center of a decades-long migration crisis between Africa and Europe. The city is surrounded by a border fence that has been the site of numerous migrant attempts to cross into Spanish territory over the years. For many African migrants, Ceuta represents the closest path to Europe, a lifeline for those seeking economic opportunity, safety, or a better life. Chapter 2. The latest crisis. According to Al Jazeera and Euronews reporting from July 30, 2026, thousands of migrants have been crossing from Morocco into Ceuta over the past week. More than 1,500 migrants have reached the Spanish enclave by sea, many swimming across from Moroccan beaches using wetsuits and inflatable rafts. The situation has overwhelmed Spanish border patrol and local authorities. Ceuta's leader, Juan Vivas, has warned that reception capacities have completely collapsed under the surge of arrivals. The city's shelters and processing centers are at capacity, and authorities can no longer adequately house or process the new arrivals. Spain's central government has been asked by Ceuta authorities to declare a national emergency and deploy military support to help manage the influx. The army has begun assisting with border security and migrant processing, but the scale of the crisis is straining resources. Chapter 3. The human toll. At least 3 people have reportedly died attempting the sea crossing from Morocco to Ceuta. The dangerous journey involves swimming across the Strait of Gibraltar in rough conditions, often with makeshift inflatables and wetsuits that offer little protection against cold water and strong currents. The crossing has been described as one of the most dangerous in recent years, with multiple drownings reported in the past week alone. The bodies of those who didn't make it have been recovered by Moroccan Coast Guard and local authorities, but many more may have been lost at sea. According to NBC News and Euronews, video footage from the border shows migrants running through gates, climbing barriers, and overwhelming security personnel in their desperate attempts to reach Spanish territory. The images have drawn international attention to the ongoing crisis. Chapter 4. European response. Italy's government has called for closing the Schengen area to Spain over the Ceuta migrant crisis, arguing that the surge of arrivals in Ceuta could lead to migrants moving onward into continental Europe through the borderless Schengen zone. Spain and Morocco have agreed to speed up the return of migrants who entered Ceuta irregularly, according to reports from multiple sources including Yahoo News and Agence France-Presse. However, human rights organizations have raised concerns about the conditions in which returned migrants are being held and whether they face persecution in Morocco. The crisis has also reignited debate across the European Union about immigration policy, border security, and the EU's approach to migration from Africa. As one of the closest EU territories to the African continent, Ceuta has always been a focal point for migration tensions, but the current scale of arrivals is unprecedented in recent years. Chapter 5. Historical context. The Ceuta crisis echoes the May 2021 border crisis, when more than 8,000 migrants entered Ceuta over just 2 days in a massive coordinated crossing. That event, known as the Ceuta border crisis of 2021, led to temporary closures of the border and significant diplomatic tensions between Spain and Morocco. The latest 2026 crisis suggests that the underlying drivers of migration from North Africa to Europe remain unresolved. Poverty, conflict, climate change, and population growth continue to push migrants toward the Mediterranean, while European nations struggle to agree on a unified approach to handling the arrivals. Ceuta's unique status as a Spanish territory in Africa makes it a singular pressure point in European migration policy. The city has been part of Spain since 1668, but its location on the African continent makes it both a gateway to Europe and a flashpoint for geopolitical tensions. Conclusion. The Ceuta migrant crisis of July 2026 is a stark reminder of the ongoing human struggle at the borders of Europe and Africa. As thousands continue to risk their lives in search of safety and opportunity, the international community faces difficult questions about responsibility, sovereignty, and humanitarian obligations. Whether the crisis leads to policy changes at the European level or simply fades into the background of daily news remains to be seen. But for now, Ceuta stands at the center of one of the most pressing migration challenges in the world. Call to action. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe to TrendForge for more world news and geopolitical coverage. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on breaking stories. What are your thoughts on the Ceuta crisis and European immigration policy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.